Dalton, aye.
John, aye. Motion carries. At this time, I will open the floor for citizen comment for anything on the agenda tonight. However, the public hearing part, let's just save that for the public hearing time. So if anybody would like to address council on anything else on the agenda?
We're doing the public hearings when the zoning and all those questions.
Will be, yeah, that's what the public hearing is for, is for the zoning.
I think it'll start with some people back. You guys kind of go through what how the proposed changes would affect the different areas. I'm assuming you're gonna do that.
No, this is, the public hearing is for you to come and talk to us about what's already been put out there.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have questions later, we can, yeah, because it won't be enacted tonight. So just,
Okay.
this is the public hearing, so we get input.
Is this the venue for us to make comments?
Yes.
Oh, I have one then.
Well, oh, for the zoning or for something else?
I'm not sure, because I don't know anything about city council stuff. It's about how lighting affects residents and just to be aware of it.
You can do that.
You can do that. Yeah, if you'd like to come up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me get background on why I say this.
Okay, I'm gonna come up to the podium because this is where our microphone is.
Okay.
So, and I was, your name and your address, please.
I'm Naomi Von Holland, and I live at 294 Angela Jean Circle. And I just want you guys to be aware of how business lighting affects residents that butt up against them. And the dance studio went in across Cox Springs Road from me. And the lights shine right in my house and my neighbors' houses. And I don't think she intended that, the dance studio owner, and I didn't realize it either when it went up. But she now agrees to shut them off at 10 o'clock at night after me getting quite upset with her.
Okay.
So, I mean, anyway, I looked at our stuff and back about a year ago when I looked at it, the only thing up for lighting was the sign size. She could have put up neon strobe lights and it would have been fine. I looked at other cities and what they had, and I believe it was Mason City had some really nice verbiage that protected the residents. So that's just the comment I wanted to make.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
all.
that's great.
Okay.
And you said it was Mason City where you got that
I
information?
think it was Mason City. I looked at a bunch of other ones around to see if I had any leverage with that issue. And the way ours was written, it was just like the sign has to be less than this size, and this size. It doesn't really speak to the light
The lumens.
or anything like that. Mason City has something about, I can't remember, but it's
That's
been a
okay.
year since I looked at it. I think it was Mason City.
Okay, that'll help give me some direction.
Okay.
All right,
Naomi?
thanks.
Naomi, this is Annette. I don't know if you know, this is Annette. She's our city administrator who's talking to you. Can you make sure she has your contact information? So maybe if you've already done some legwork on.
I don't know if I still have it.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
Okay,
I may have just said, forget it, because
yeah,
I thought about contacting lawyer and all that nonsense, and then I read what this city has.
yeah,
And she was well within what the city said she could do.
yeah.
And so I could have had a conniption fit and wasted $10,000 and not been worth the legal nonsense.
But it's definitely something for us to look into.
But yeah, I want to say it was Mason City
Okay.
that, and I'll look and see if I still have it. And if I do, I'll give it to you
I
next.
have a card on the way out. so-
Okay, I'll grab it.
Naomi,
I'll look on my computer.
Can I ask one question?
Uh-huh.
Are you thinking if we adjust an ordinance in that area, it's more about the time that lights are on and off? Or is it about the brightness of the lights or?
Or both. The lights, now my house, I don't have curtains on my upper area because you can't see it from the road. But now there's lights that come in. I know the neighbors on the, what is it, south side of me, put a blackout lights or blackout curtains in their master bedroom because of it. And you live down the road.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys affects you at all. But it's a duplex and the other half didn't like it either. As far as maybe the timing, honestly, if she would have just, instead of having her sign face me, if it would have gone the other way.
Face the street.
Yeah, because she's advertising to me, which is dumb in my, and I wrote her that.
Well, maybe not.
Well, you know, but, and because of the topography of the land, it can't be seen from Highway 20 anyway. So I did not see the sense in it having shine all night long at my house. Especially because of the topography and stuff. So,
Sure.
if, just an awareness, I don't know how to fix it. And I mean, I don't do this stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anyone else like to approach the council at this time? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close citizen comment. I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin, I.
Motion carries. At this time, we have a proclamation about Stewardship Week. So I will go ahead and read through that. Whereas healthy, fertile soil and clean water is the lifeblood of nutrition and sustenance throughout the world, and soil conservation is a benefit to everyone. And whereas effective conservation practices ensure soil, water, animals, plants, and air can provide a rich standard of living. And whereas our survival and continued production and access to quality food and water depends on the robust management of diverse natural resources nationwide. And whereas stewardship calls upon every individual to help conserve these precious resources to ensure their property for generations to come. And whereas a focus on restoring and protecting native habitats plays a vital role in maintaining biodiversity, supporting pollinators, and enhancing ecosystem health, thereby strengthening the foundation for long-term soil and water conservation efforts. And whereas the theme for the 2025 Stewardship Week is Home is Where the Habitat Is, emphasizing the essential role of both natural and managed habitats in sustaining healthy ecosystems. This theme highlights that our homes, whether urban, rural, or wild, depend on the health of the habitats around us, and that protecting these habitats ensures a thriving environment for all living things. Therefore, the Mayor and City Council of Peosta, Iowa do hereby proclaim the week of April 27th through May 4th, 2025 as Stewardship Week, with an emphasis on the importance of preserving and restoring native habitats as part of our collective conservation efforts, and celebrating the theme, Home is Where the Habitat Is.
Nice.
So everyone repeat that back to me.
You're
You're here. At this time, we will move on to committee reports. HR committee, nothing to report tonight except for HR will be meeting next Tuesday. So if there's any questions or comments that anybody wants to bring to us before that, certainly do that. At this time, PEDC, not you, Denise.
I thought Jamie Smith was coming. I can tell you that they are planning another, like roundtable, business roundtable,
Okay,
in September of next year, of this year. Yeah. That's, we've kind of got a date and that's about it.
okay.
similar to what they did in March.
Yes.
That idea.
Yeah. We're working on a postcard to send out to basically all the businesses in the area. Just kind of asking them some questions, what they do, how we can help you, that kind of stuff, just communication.
Okay.
And I'm up next.
Up next is Community Health, Heart and Soul.
Okay, so I'd like to introduce Robin. Robin is another member of my team. I'm trying to get them all here to meet you guys. She lives in my neighborhood. They're relatively new to the area. And August from
Wow.
Texas.
What's
Wow.
Robin's, what's your last name?
Daniels,
Okay, can you spell that for me?
Danyasz.
You were here for the open house.
She was.
Yes.
And I came to a meeting.
Yes, yes,
She probably looks familiar.
Yeah.
And she walks around our neighborhood, so
Yes.
I know you know her.
yes, I know.
So for Community Heart and Soul, we have about 277 responses to our survey. That number keeps going up. We're very happy with that number. So about 22% of the adult population. That will probably keep generating responses through the end of April. And then we'll be pulling our data together. Basically, what we're working on now is interviews and trying to interview lots of different people in the city and hear their stories about, you know, what was it like growing up here? If they didn't grow up here, why did you move here? The businesses, why do you have a business in Peosta? Just basically asking them questions. What do you love about Peosta? What would make it better? The interviews are quite enjoyable. And I just posted, I hope you're seeing the Facebook post that we're posting.
Yes.
I know you do because you're in my neighborhood. I just posted one today with excerpts from some of the citizens, Gary McAndrew and Bill Lawler, Sherry Greenwood and Peg Harbaugh. So yeah,
Nice.
it's great fun to listen to their stories. Some are on camera and some are off. But in total, we'll probably have about 35 to 40 people interviewed by the time we're done. So we have an event coming up, May 21st. Oh, back to interviews. I'm looking for, volunteers.
I volunteer.
Okay,
Word.
good. I got them right there. Did you see that, Robin? I saw it. Russ and Brian. Okay,
Says here to be interviewed.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
So,
if
thank
the two
you.
guys who like to talk.
We like to.
That's good. That's
If you
good.
need people that live in the apartments and young families, I have a few people I can refer to you if you're interested.
Okay, we've got one, actually, we've interviewed two of them,
Okay,
both from Springs Apartments.
okay.
So
I know
I'll
a-
let you know if we need
young
more.
Couple in Slavic's apartments too. If
Okay.
you need somebody else.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's good to get input from everybody. So we have our event coming up May 21st. Please try to attend. It's at the Peosta Community Center, 5:30 to 7. And we'll be sharing the community heart and soul statements. And basically those are coming from the themes. And the themes are in an email I sent you earlier, a couple weeks ago. The themes are being generated from the data that we're getting. So some of the themes we're hearing are small town feel, schools, safety, noted a lot, Mike. Green spaces, those kinds of things are the big themes that we're seeing. And then we write statements surrounding those themes. And then we ask for input from the community about, well, how do you feel about this? Does it represent us? Do you need to add? Do we need to delete? And then following that, probably in June sometime, we'll share finalized community heart and soul statements. And we'll start setting priorities. And that's when we talk about what the residents want. What do you want to happen from the data that you've told us? Okay,
Very cool.
Fantastic.
yeah,
Thank you, Denise.
yeah.
Next item on the agenda is going to be the public hearing to amend zoning code of ordinance in the city of Peosta. I thought it'd be a good idea to just kind of give a history of what got us to where we're at today. Back in January, the council had set a public hearing for February. So at the February 11th, we held a public hearing and a first reading on some zoning changes. On 2/25 meeting, we took no action as a council as we decided we wanted more input from P and Z and also included our Board of Adjustments at a work session in March. At the work session, again, we considered different proposals and zoning districts and lots of different kind of things as far as where we wanted the zoning to go. In April, we set another public hearing for 422. Hello. Because of work session revisions. We've had a couple work sessions where we've gone over a lot of this material and hammered it out. So the purpose of the hearing today is to consider proposed amendments to the zoning code of ordinance pertaining to general provisions, definitions and amendments to conditional uses, bulk requirements, and the addition of provisions related to design standards impacting the R3 multifamily residential, C1 retail commercial, and C2 general commercial zoning districts. So that's where we are today. At this time, then I'll need a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to open the public hearing.
I'll second it. Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin, I.
Motion carries. So at this time, the public hearing is open concerning the zoning changes. If anyone would like to approach the council, please come to the lectern give your name and address, and we will hear what you have to say. Usually during these public hearings, I do ask you to either get your thoughts together, and you do get your thoughts to us so we can get them. If we have questions, we'll ask. It's not really a back and forth. It's time for you to kind of give us the input so we can move forward. And that's what's going to happen. If it gets like where someone's just kind of going over the same thing, I may ask to, ask for, kind of a wrap it up. Also, if somebody's coming up and somebody has already said this, and this, and then they go, yeah, this, and this, I'd ask, we're trying to get all the input, not the same input over and over again. So just kind of my guidelines before we get started. So with that, the podium is open.
Joe Callahan, 7629 Commerce Park. I just want to make sure that they're reading into my letter that I sent when it first got put on the agenda. I just want to make sure that's read into the record.
That was read. Whenever we received
When we
it.
did-
Yeah, that was back at the first public hearing.
Yeah, back
I
in
just want to
February.
make sure that it's read for this meeting.
Yep.
That's all I
For
have
this meeting,
for this meeting.
we have it.
I don't know that we have a copy of it here.
No, I don't have a copy of it here,
Yeah, so it was read in February though.
but it will be added to the meeting minutes.
Okay, great. Joel, did you catch that? We'll
Yes.
definitely add it to the meeting minutes.
Yes, thank you.
You bet. Marcy, is there anyone online that?
No.
Okay. If no one else would like to approach the council on this, I'm gonna go ahead and ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close public hearing.
I'll second. Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin, I.
Motion carries. This time, we will have reading the amended. Do you have something? Yeah. Hey, and just kind of, as we're having the meeting, just maybe a little respect for what's happening up here. The side conversations, maybe if we could kind of keep those out of the meeting. So next up, we've got ordinance amending the zoning code ordinance in the city of Peosta, first reading. And I'll need a motion to approve the first reading.
I'll make a motion to approve the first reading, the ordinance amending the zoning code, the ordinance of the city of Peosta, Iowa, first reading.
I'll second.
No.
Okay. Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin abstaining.
You need to give a reason why you're abstaining.
I am abstaining due to my position at Beasley and Associates.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Next up is resolution scheduling a public hearing for fiscal year 25 budget amendment. Need a motion if there are no questions at this time. We can go over this.
We'd like to set that public hearing for May 13th, which is our next scheduled meeting.
I'll make a motion for the resolution to schedule a public hearing for fiscal year 25 budget amendment to be set for May 13, 2025.
I'll second.
Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin, I.
Motion carries. Next up, resolution setting a public hearing for amendment ordinance Title 15 land usage, building regulations, construction, chapters, mechanical code, plumbing code. And I'll need a motion to approve.
I just want to add some content to that. These are regulated by the state. We have to adopt them. There's no way that we can amend them.
Thank you.
And in our ordinance, we're just going to reference the state code,
Yes.
right?
Mhm. I wouldn't want to add that to the ordinance.
No, it's multiple chapters. This is to set a public hearing.
Yes.
All right. I'll make a motion for a resolution to set a public hearing for amendments to ordinance title 15, land usage, building regulations, construction. Chapters 150.065 mechanical code, chapter 150.085 plumbing code, to set the public hearing for May 13, 2025.
I'll second it.
Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin, I.
John, I.
Motion carries. Next up is resolution to request abatement of accrued property taxes on property owned by the city of Peosta for public purposes within the city limits of Peosta.
This is another procedural item that we need to take care of. We pass the resolution, then we pass it along to the Dubuque County Board of Supervisors, where they take into consideration that it is state law that they have to abate the taxes.
Just one question, is this sliver of property is where the road is now?
That is correct,
Or is it
yeah.
just part of where the road is?
It's that sliver that we purchased from
So
Ray.
that's where the road's sitting
Yes.
now,
Mhm.
so Mike can get in and out.
Well, he has plenty of road to get in and out. He just can't drive on the west side.
Right. Drive on the grass.
Right, stay off the grass, Mike.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution to request abatement of accrued property taxes on property owned by the city of Peosta for public purposes within the city limits of the city of Peosta.
I'll second.
Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin, I.
John, I.
Motion carries. Up resolution approving the city of Peosta, Iowa seasonal mowing award between the city of Peosta and Rad Lawn Care. Bids were open this past Monday. And Rad came out as the recommended service. So I am recommending that we approve them as the mower for the coming season.
I want to add that we do have all of the insurance requirements that we requested for the bid, and Zach, raise your hand, Zach, brought the contract in tonight. So we have everything in place.
This is a one-year contract?
This is a
What
2 year.
season?
It says
2 years.
24 a week. Okay.
4 weeks is 2 years.
24 weeks for a mowing season. That's what we defined as a season. It looks like it's 2 years because it's the FY, we're finishing up 25 because we're in spring, and then 26, FY 26 will be the summer and fall. So it looks like it's 2 years.
It's one season.
It's one season,
Two
24
fiscal
weeks.
years.
Yeah, season.
And I think that Dean has talked to Zach about perhaps maybe starting maybe this week. Things are getting-
That's why Zach brought the contract.
Zach is smart.
Were you surprised we only got 2 bids?
Yeah, I really was.
That surprises me.
Yeah.
For one. How long did we leave the bid process open?
Almost a month.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't though, we just gave them a 2-week window. We really left it out there.
And the other bid did not qualify because they did not
The
detail.
other bid, we found there was a typo on the date in there, and everybody that was submitting, I have 6 IT people wanting to submit. So we're taking it back out for public bid again, which is good
That's
because
good.
some of them have questions, and the questions aren't, hey, where's your server located? It's what's the model, make, number?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
To detail.
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of happy that that is being pushed out, so because of the number of questions that are being asked. So very happy to know that there's 6 of them that will be submitting a bid.
So I will need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution approving the city of Peosta, Iowa's seasonal mowing award between City of Peosta and Rad Lawn Care, Inc.
I'll second.
Brian, I.
Lexi, I.
Justin, I.
John, I.
Motion carries. Thank you, everybody. At this time, I will open the floor back up for citizen comment on any other items that somebody would like to approach on. Anything, not just the agenda. Nobody online?
There's one person.
Person?
They just need to unmute themselves if they want to say anything.
No? Person online, would you like to address the council? We're gonna go ahead and close the citizen comment, and I would need a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor,
Oh, hold on. Yes, go ahead.
I didn't know what button to push. This is your city attorney. I was just listening in for fun tonight, so I don't need anything, just thought I'd say hello.
Well, you need a life, Doug.
You're not getting paid.
Nope, I'm driving home and I thought I'd listen, so.
All right.
All is
Well,
good.
thanks for listening. We got a listener.
We got a fan.
We got a follower. So, all right, I will need the motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Ryan, I.
Alexia.
Good, because I started writing your name.
Justin, I.
John, I.
Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.